Do you want to learn languages fast and efficiently? Then this video is for you. Let's go. Hello everyone, my name is Gabriela. I'm a language teacher and I'm currently fluent in 5 languages while learning other 2. I'm fluent in Portuguese, European Portuguese, as you might have seen by my channel, Spanish, French, Italian and English. And I'm currently learning Chinese and Urdu. So straight to the point, here are my top tips if you want to become a polyglot just like me. Tip number 1. So my tip number 1 is just start. Okay, just start. This might sound obvious to some of you and maybe not to others, but personally speaking, I did this countless of times, saying that I would actually like to learn the language and then I wouldn't start just because I was lazy to do so. So yeah, just start, okay? So tip number 2 is take advantage of the resources you find online, okay? We're living in a completely digital era, so it is pretty easy for you to find information regarding the language that you want to learn, grammar books, learning, like students' books, whatever that you need to learn your objective language. For tip number 3, you should immerse yourself in the language instantly from the moment that you start learning. You can do this either by watching any content creator on YouTube that you enjoy, that you like, or looking for a TV show, a movie, a series, even an animation, for example, in which you can hear directly the language and also follow with the subtitles under, because this is the fastest way you get to have contact with the language, right? A lot of us don't have friends or family members that speak those languages, so that's the easiest way to start directly doing so. And I say this because it's the easiest, most practical way that you get to absorb vocab, which is the beginning of any course you might do for any kind of language. Also, you might even start to understand more through repetition, some sentence structures, some grammar as well, and in some cases even about the culture of that country. For tip number 4, I have talk to native speakers. If you get the chance to make friends with native speakers, I would say, in my opinion, this is really the fastest way you can learn how to speak correctly. Because sometimes we focus so much in studying the grammar and studying the standard of what a language should be, that once you really get in touch with these native people, or if you get a chance to travel to a certain country in which they have that language as their main language, you will notice that no one speaks the way that you've learned, okay? It's a good thing you're learning the most correct way, let's put it like that, of speaking that language, of writing in that language, but in reality it's a totally completely different thing. So I would tell you to get in touch with people from other countries, talk to them, and you will see how fast it will be for you not only to gain more confidence, but as I said, to acquire new vocab, to understand the language much better. Number 5, the tip number 5 for me is pure gold, and it consists in not feeling afraid of speaking. I know a lot of you feel afraid of speaking in your target language because you don't want to make mistakes. You are learning a new language. maybe it's your first language, okay, your second language, your third language. You should feel proud of yourself because you're doing something new. You're putting effort and energy into learning a new culture, a new language. Like, just risk it. Do it. You don't need to feel afraid. Actually, we learn from our mistakes, right? It is a good thing that you can commit a mistake when talking or when writing in your target language, because it will allow you to understand, why was it a mistake? What did you do wrong there? Why this structure doesn't work, or this word doesn't work in a place I've put it. Okay? If you are already a bilingual, let's say you speak Portuguese and Spanish, because they're really similar languages, and now you're learning Italian, you might get confused. You might mix words from all of those languages that you already know, and that's okay. That's part of the process. You just have to do it. Don't limit yourself just because you think, I don't have enough vocab to try to speak, or I don't know how to say this. It's actually a pretty good thing when you speak more than one language, because people are going to understand you one way or another. Either if you're saying one word in English, in your mother tongue, whatever. It is a good thing. You should risk it. Because if you really want to reach a high level of fluency in this language you're learning, you cannot do it if you don't try, if you don't take risks. You're not going to do it. You're not going to get it. Trust me. For tip number 6, I said use new vocab in real life. So let's say that you just learned the word in Italian frigorifero, so it means fridge, right? Next time you're hungry and you have to go to the kitchen, try saying aloud while opening the fridge, io apro il frigorifero. So you're associating the sentence that you just said in your target language, if it's Italian, just giving an example, with the action of opening the fridge. Okay, and this might sound sort of dumb or stupid, but believe me, this is going to work. And finally, for tip number 7, which is the last for this video, I wrote be consistent. Okay, if you think that you can study one day and then just go back to it and study the next week, you're doing everything wrong. Sorry to tell you. This won't take you absolutely anywhere. By the time you get back to your studies after that week, you won't remember what you studied last time, okay? So the best idea, in my opinion, would be for you to take 5 minutes of your day to study your target language, okay? Can be just vocab, for example. You can practice speaking. You can even record yourself speaking, saying anything in your target language. You can watch just a video or listen to a native speaker. You can do it on YouTube. There's plenty of those videos here. And just take 5 minutes a day. It's more than enough, and you will notice that not only you're putting more consistency into learning the language, it will make your life much easier, because you won't have to be studying too much every single day. You don't need to be studying 2-3 hours to learn a language. Of course, that the more time you put into learning it, it's the best. But as I was saying, you can't just study 3 hours today and then you don't study tomorrow, you don't study after tomorrow. You're not studying anytime soon, okay? That's not going to help you in your learning process. Just before going to bed, just before sleeping, when you're really tired already and almost falling asleep, honestly, I think it's the best moment to do so. At least for me, I have tried this a bunch of times, and I at least had the feeling that the information that I got from studying those 5 minutes would stick more to my brain rather than doing it throughout the day at any other time. And that's it. These were the tips that helped me throughout my language learning journey and that made me become the polyglot that I am today. Make sure to subscribe and to leave a like and a comment if you would like me to do more videos like this. Tell me how's your learning process going on down below. Ciao, ciao!